When I was a baby leftist, I would get really frustrated because I didn't understand why groups like Socialist Alternative required what I felt was such a high barrier to entry. Like, if you're not familiar with the DSA, mostly you can just like sign up and be a card carrying member of the DSA. But with groups like Socialist Alternative, typically you have to do like reading and maybe meet with like a member or two just to like confirm that we're all on the same page, because you don't want to have major fundamental differences with somebody in how you're approaching your work, because it's just not really, you just find another group that better aligns with your theory, right? But when I was a baby leftist, I was like, you guys, like, that's such a high barrier to entry. Like, if you wanted people to join your organization, like, you need to make it as accessible as possible. Oh, was I so naive and silly. With this whole, like, what is leftism, liberalism debate or whatever, like, no wonder groups like Socialist Alternative want to make sure we all have at least some foundation of theory in common. Because if not, if you just let anybody join, then it just creates this chaos where you're not actually getting anything done, because you're doing this like leftist infighting about theoretically what we believe our approach should be to improve material condition.
I'm going to tag that account here so you can go watch the whole video, especially the end, which I cut off, where they had some things to say about a certain creator and their opinion and their behavior online. I would love to know what you think of this. So my position is somebody who is a leftist precisely because I'm an anti-capitalist, precisely because my ethics are earth care, people care, and fair share. And you cannot have any of those in a capitalist system. The very economic and political foundations of the United States violate all three of those ethics. I think we could create a society where we actually uphold those values. I am a registered Democrat. I frequently, whenever possible, vote DSA or Working Families Party. But I understand when we get to a national election that we only have two viable choices on the ballot. Right. I understand as a permaculturist who believes we should get rid of billionaires and we should have redistribution of wealth and universal health care. We should have worker-owned cooperatives. And like, I could just keep going and keep going. So many of my positions are extremely antithetical to the American political landscape, and I recognize